Alright, so looks like I can start first here, which is a good one. Let's take a look at the opening hand. Well, there is one copy of Mew, which is a good one. More than that, Ultra Ball and a Nest Ball. Plus, I also have a Skyfield for the turn 1. That looks very interesting. Not sure what type of the deck is going to be on the other side, but I'm definitely going to find out immediately. It's a Garbodor featuring Carbing. What a pain in the ass of the deck. So let's go with one copy of Ultra Ball. Yep. Time for Passimian. And with something like a Nest Ball. For one copy of Remoraid. I can always put my Skyfield in play, plus I can play my Sycamore for 7. And so far I already have 3 item cards in my discard pile. Yeah, I think I'm just fine for now. Looking forward to pass my turn without playing any extra cards. I need somehow to one-hit knock my opponent Drampa. And I can do that. I can do that easily. There's one Psychic Energy attached to the Drampa and one copy of N. Alright, I decided definitely not to attach my energy, because it can easily be disrupted by Drampa. Okay, I don't like my hand at all. Yeah, definitely not good at all. But at least 2 copies of a Puzzle of Times will do something for me. Definitely. Okay, so let's play 2 pieces of puzzles at the same time. There we go. One copy of a Nest Ball will be for another Passimian. And Ultra Ball with something like a Teammates, and Sycamore will be for one copy of a Octillery. Then I can Abyssal him before I Sycamore for 7. There we go. Abyssal hand. Another Passimian. More important, there's also a Floatstone. And I'm thinking about just ending my opponent because his hand is very huge. And even worse than that, I didn't even pull a... no way. Trainer's Mail. For another Nest Ball. Alright, at least I can grab maybe... No, I can't. I can just go for one more Mew. Yeah, looks like I'm not gonna be able to attack this turn. So that's very sad. Really it is. I already played my Abyssal hand. I didn't pull a double Course Energy. Yeah, I mean, if he wants, he can definitely knock me out with his Drampa, but he needs to pay double Course Energy, and I'm even wondering if he ran double Course Energy in his deck. So Sudowoodo to be discarded, Mew to be discarded, and one copy of Passimian to be discarded. Okay, I can counter back his Stadium immediately because I have Skyfield available, but yeah. Ultra Ball, there we go. One Kukui and one Trubbish discarded. I mean, I'm playing against Garbodor. My opponent can already one-hit knock on my Pokemons, but he decided to Ultra Ball for another Drampa, or I'm actually wrong. No, that was Oranguru. Okay, Instruct for 1. Instruct for 1. And there's another Choice Band for that Garbodor on the bench. Yeah, I mean, Drampa to retreat cost, which means that right now Drampa will just attacks with that Berserk attack, whatever. Which means it's gonna be enough for the knockout. There we go. Time for Octillery. So another special charge for me. Looks like this game actually hates me a lot. Ultra Ball for a special charge and for Escape Rope in this case. So I can grab myself Tauros and put it down to my bench. Then I can also Field Blow over my opponent choice bans from play. And then a Beazle Hand. A Beazle Hand of hope to pull something good here. Like Revive, for example. So I can revive my Passimian on the bench. But still with 2 Passimians, I can strike for like 60, 70. That's not enough for the knockout. Do I have Kukui in my discard pile? The answer on that question is no, I don't have. I can play one more Trainer's Mail and I can grab myself something like a Fighting Fury Belt, which will allows me to deal some extra damage. A V-Seeker can be for something like... Even Lysander makes no sense here. But it can be for teammates. It can be for any 2 cards. So I'm gonna grab Revive and I'm gonna grab a town map. Actually, town map is a good one. Alright, 2 puzzles prized. That's gonna be 1 team play. Unfortunately, not enough for the knockout. I'm short for like a 20, which is a sad. But at least, I don't even count how many item cards I have in my discard pile. That's gonna be just 1 hit knockout anyways, because my Passimian is also weak. My Mew is also weak. So it's like a nightmare playing against that Garbodor. At least, Drampa can't go for the 1-hit knockout against my Passimian. That's good, at least something. At least something. So we can be equal with the prize cards. But then I need somehow to strike for 120 from turn to turn to eliminate his Garbodors. Of course, I can do that with my Mew, but both Mews are actually right now in my discard pile. However, I can reveal them with my Revive. And there's another Drampa. Alright, so that's 2 more prize cards for me. Sycamore for 7. I mean, discard a special energy from your opponent active Pokemon. How powerful that is. And even worse, there's a Field Blower, which means I'm probably gonna lose a Skyfield and my Floatstone. That Floatstone was also a very important piece right here. And there's a Rainbow Energy. Alright, at least that Rainbow will reduce the damage for like 10 that I need to deal to his Garbodor, which means I can also knock him out with like 3 Passimians on my bench right now without fighting Fury Belt, for example. But okay, it's okay. I can probably expect to see 20 damage counters from his Drampa and discarding my double CORSAIR energy, or maybe even desperate move retreating his Drampa with double CORSAIR energy and knocking out my Passimian with his Garbodor. Nope, he didn't do that. He actually knocks out my Passimian because he attached the Rainbow Energy. Yeah. Yep, that happened. Time for Passimian. Time for Revive. So I will revive another Passimian. Special charge, of course, my double CORSAIR energy back to my deck, and a Beazle Hand, of course, for like 4 extra cards, and see what we can find here. Pretty much not too much. 1 Ultra Ball, of course, just to get rid of some of the cards from my hand. A double CORSAIR energy for Passimian and 1 copy of N. At least I can disrupt my opponent down to 4. That's gonna be something. But still, I'm gonna need plenty of resources here. At least I can go with my team play for the knockout. That's something. 140. 2 prize cards for me. It's gonna be 1 Passimian. Did I already waste? Yeah, I can look at my... I'm thinking about a Floatstone and a Passimian. Okay, because I'm gonna be knocked out anyway, so I will need that Floatstone and 1 more Passimian to go for the 1-hit knockout against his Garbodor. But even better, maybe I can just simply knock out his Drampa GX on the bench. Technically speaking. Oh, there we go with the N. Okay, as long as I can pull at least V-Seeker, it's okay. Because with the V-Seeker I can get myself a teammates. Oh, there's a Pearl City. Okay, at least I can get rid of my Tauros. Yeah, Trash Lange for the knockout. 800 damage counters. I don't even want to comment that. I don't even want to comment that. That's just broken anyway. Yeah. This is like a nightmare. I can strike for like 60, 70, 80, 100. I can go for like 100 max. 100 max, my friends. That's just ridiculous. I mean, that's really ridiculous. 2 Trainer's Mails of Hope, maybe to pull something like a VS Seeker, or actually even better, that Lysander. Let me see something. 30, 60, 70, 80, 100. Yeah, whatever. I really need those puzzles, so I'm just gonna Lysander his Drampa and strike with my team play for like 160. Still, I'm short again. Choice Band. I'm not running Choice Band. If there was a Choice Band, that Drampa would be just knocked out immediately, but yeah. It is how it is. Can he maybe find something like a VS Seeker for... yeah, he have VS Seeker available. But the question is, can he pull that Floatstone somehow, if he even run Floatstone, or even better, Escape Rope? There's a Sycamore for 7. All I really need is 2 pieces of puzzles for my discard pile. So after I grab my 2 pieces of puzzles, I can then again play my Skyfield in play. So I can expand my bench and grab also a few copies of Mew, but I still have like pretty decent chance to win this game. There we go with Kukui. So let's go first with the Trainer's Mail. There's a Rescue Stretcher. There's a Rescue Stretcher and the VS Seeker. Pretty much it's the same. But at least with my Rescue Stretcher, I can shuffle back my Mews into my deck. And also my Passimian. That's gonna change things a little bit here. Of course I'm gonna Beazle Hand right now. Alright. And that's gonna be 1 team play. Again, that's the knockout. That's like 160, and I can't believe I'm gonna pull 2 pieces of puzzles right there. So I'm very close actually to win this game. I still need to pull like 2 prize cards. My opponent needs to pull 3 prize cards. I do have Floatstone, I do have Mew, I do have double Course Energy, plus I also have 2 pieces of puzzles. I don't need to worry too much about them because I have my Octillery in play. And who knows, I might even win this game. We shall see. If I win against Garbodor, probably I'm gonna be the luckiest person in the world, but also the happiest one. There we go, that's a N. So I'm going down to 2 cards. Alright, Floatstone and Passimian. Really like it. Really like it. Ooh, Silent Lab. Alright, alright. At least I can use my Octillery. So it's not definitely the end of the world. 920 damage counters with just a single energy card. That's even worse than a Night March. That's even worse than a single Night March. So there we go. Another Passimian for me. And a Beazle Hand. That's gonna be a Beazle Hand for 4. There's a VS Seeker, which means I'm just gonna grab myself a Teammates. All I really need right here is a Teammates for 1 copy of Mew, and I can even go for like 1 piece of puzzle. Yeah, I can do that. Or maybe not. I actually screwed that. Did I do that right now? He has Silent Lab in play. Oh no! He have a Silent Lab in play. Really? I do that. I actually do that. No, I can't use my Memories of Down. I can't knock out his Garbodor. Yeah, I lost the game. At the end, I lost the game. I can't believe that I win the game. I can't get extra resource here. So with my Passimian, all I really need was another puzzle of time. So I needed 2 pieces of puzzles actually, and then simply Skyfield and a Fighting Fury Belt for the knockout against this trash in the active spot. But I made a misplay because I didn't actually think about a Silent Lab. Anyways. Yep, that's it. I mean, I can still maybe try, yeah, but I have fewer cards left than my opponent, so still that's not gonna change things too much. I need to strike with my team play for like a 70 only. I can't believe that this is happening, and there's even Olympia. For another Garby, of course, and that's gonna be the knockout with a Trash Lange for like 1,000. Yeah, for like 1,000. Yeah, you wouldn't believe me, but it is. And he can go down to 1 prize. I can top deck my double cores energy, plus I can Abyssal hand, you know. And I'm gonna grab that puzzle of time. So what I'm gonna do here right now is gonna grab just Passimian and something like a Skyfield. It really doesn't matter too much because he have another Garbodor available for the knockout with enough energies, of course, in play. So what else I try to play, it's pretty much the same because he can respond and he can knocks me back. So yeah, I actually lost the game because I was too clumsy and I didn't think too much of the Silent Lab play. That Silent Lab was actually a real deal for my opponent. I didn't pay too much attention to the Silent Lab. Once again, I'm so sorry. I feel like a trash, hit by a trash. Yeah, Trash Lange for like 1080 damage counters for the last prize card for my opponent, and that's the GG. But it was definitely a very close game. Those Drampas were like almost free win for me, but overall at the end he managed to grab the victory by a little, so that's the GG.